Hello everyone, welcome to a beautiful, awesome week. I'm Nez, welcome to Nez Telly. We are here to teach you to read more. We have so many important things to talk about today, I cannot wait. Anyway, today I want to talk about this book, Chanel. This is basically like Collections Are Creations, written by danièlle. But now this is a coffee table book. A coffee table book, they're not books that you can really carry around up and down. They are books that literally, when they say coffee table book, the book you leave in a coffee table, or what we call the center table in Nigeria, you leave it there. So like when people come to your house and they have to wait for you, they don't have to stay and be running the 3-mile radius on their phone. They can just pick up a book and read instead. So this is beautiful for, like, you know, guests around. Just sit down, they should sit down, read this book while they wait for whatever. So Chanel is someone I adore. Like, she's lit, and it's stupid that I refer to her in present, but I adore her. Anyway, danièlle Block is a fashion journalist who had spent so much time collecting a lot of data and, you know, stuff about several designers, and he did this collection for Chanel. Chanel was an amazing woman. Okay, for those that don't already know Chanel, Chanel was born Gabrielle Bernard. Then Coco Chanel. Coco was the name that she got like sometime in the 1920s because I think she was a dancer. Yeah, as a dancer, so they gave her the name Coco, and she just stuck with the name Coco since. Even though Chanel, that's her last name, is the name that is most popular, but Coco Chanel is a name that's the name that she's known for. Now, she was an amazing woman. She revolutionized several things. Like, she was born in a time where women mostly wore, like, you know, fitted corset. Like, most times when women were dressed, they wouldn't eat. Like, you know, they can't eat. Food cannot go anywhere. Like, you can pass out from not even breathing well. You wear corset and sometimes your lungs self will be screaming, you know. So she decided to start doing something more laid back. Like, it was called minimal at the time, but now we're so used to it. Like, you know, the idea of the suits, the jersey shirts, wearing pants, the black hats, those were things that were mostly like a lot of her fashion was inspired, of a lot of her ideas that revolutionized what it was inspired by men's wear. Like, they were actually referred to as androgynistic, I think that's the word. You understand? So it's like a lot of them were like, you know, what men would wear. They wear the big hats, the sailor clothes. Women weren't really sailors back in the 1920s or something, but those were the things that inspired her. Riding boots, pants. So that's where she came from. So what we call the little black dress now was started by Chanel, literally. Like, she started the little black dress, she started the suits. People argue that it's not true. I think it is true. She started the suits. Who started suits before her? Nobody. So the formal suit that a lot of us wear to work now, the original version of the suits was created by Chanel. So this book basically talked about like a lot of the things that are more staple in Chanel, like the suits, the little black dress, her use of the flower camellia or camellia. I hope I got that name right. The flower, then, you know, things like even her makeup, the makeup line. You know, the woman was just amazing. Like, the woman she wasn't even here for any of what was happening at the time. Like, the lipstick, the way we know the lipstick to look now, the lipstick bottle, the lipstick that we know it to be now, where we roll it up and all that, those were things that were created by her, that idea. Because initially a lot of makeup was put in like big jars. Like, perfumes were like these huge things that you would spray on, you know. But by the time the Chanel No. 5 came out, which was, I think, her first, but it wasn't, I think it was designed by somebody else, but they used her name. And she made sure that the bottle, she designed the bottle and said, make sure people use this bottle. And that's what happened. They used the minimal bottle. That's what we know now to be generally perfume bottles, like very simple, something small you can just put in your, so it didn't have to be like this big bulky thing, something you can carry around, you know, in your quilted bag by Chanel. Now, the quilted bag was interestingly enough, that was also inspired by, I think, during the World War II, the bags that messengers used then to carry things around. That was what inspired the quilted bag, what we call the Chanel quilted bag. Now, all these things you can research, as all these items you can research and find out what you want to know about her. Anyway, so this book is basically like it's a lot of the pictures. Like, you see a lot of pictures from her work, from the first runway, then pictures of her, the things that she had in mind, a bit of her life. Her childhood was not exactly the best. Her mom died when she was young. She grew up in an orphanage. Her father just went and dumped her and her sisters in the orphanage, and that was it. So she basically had to fend through life herself. But that was where she learned how to sew. So that's a good thing. And, you know, she had an affair. It was called an affair then. I think she was a mistress or something. So somebody Chappelle, a very rich guy then, and that was the guy that funded her first shop where she was selling hats. I know their hats were very big, you know, big feathers, big, and she would just do minimal black hats like that. And you know, a lot of people thought something's wrong with this person, but her things were selling out because women needed to be more comfortable, and they weren't at the time. Same thing with like ball dresses. She would make a long fitted gold dress, long fitted black dress, long fitted white dress, and you know, a lot of people are like, because then women were like big, flourish, like 15 layers of cloth with feather here and ruffles there, and she would just do those simple things. So that's it about this book. This book is basically, if you want to know, this book is, you're going to read her history, just know what she's about, the prayers that God went into her creating this, and then lots of pictures, loads and loads of beautiful pictures. This is not available on Audible. I would say thank God to that, because I didn't understand how a coffee table book can be on Audible. Like, the idea of a coffee table book is like looking like at a very expensive album. It's an album that has words attached to it. That's how I see. Okay, and then the suits. Look at that, the Chanel suits. Say what? Anyway, so yeah, that's it about this book. This book is not available. Okay, it's not available on Audible, I already said. But if you want to get it, you can get it from Amazon. My king bought this for me about some 3 or 4 years ago. And it's an amazing book. Danielle Bott has actually written some other books about other designers and all that. But really, if you want to get this, you just get it from Amazon, and it will deliver in Nigeria. That's, I think, is the only way so far that I found. If you're outside the country, then it's easier for you, because you get it 2 days after you order it. So, I want to talk about something. There's a social media thing going on that we're hearing about now on the Senate, and I cannot wait to, like, I'm going to do some research, and I'm going to talk about it during my next video, which is coming up on Friday. So if you know anything about it, or if you have a link of anywhere it's supposed to, anything I'm supposed to know about it, please send it to me. Okay, I'm going to do crazy research throughout this week to see what it's about, and then we will decide if it's something that we want to, whether it's something that we should either be for or something that we should be against. And I also talk about, if we're going to be against it, what we can do to be against it. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, it is me, Nez. Welcome to Nez Telly. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. I love you guys, and have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.